In labs, animals that have been subject to a total lack of noise have shown signs of behavioural changes and aggression. Argumentative silence is the rhetorical practice of saying nothing when an opponent in debate would expect something to be said. Poorly executed, it can be very offensive, like refusing to answer a direct question. However, well-timed silence can completely throw an opponent and give the debater the upper hand. It is said that the only way to experience complete silence is upon death. In the countryside, there is the wind blowing and the sound of yourself breathing. Within the city, there is always the constant buzz of electronics. John Cage remarked that true absolute silence is virtually unattainable, and noted that the silence people usually speak of is normally what we think of as simple quiet. You see, life is about perspective. Is this real? Are you real? Have you ever had a dream so real whilst you were in it that you believed it? Will you wake from this and believe it to be a dream? In the same way we miss the few and far between silences, we miss the obvious things around us, far too often filling in the gaps around us with assumptions. The simple trick to living is to stop assuming so much and pay more attention. Think about situations and the information they give you. Read people's faces and actions like a puzzle. You will soon accept that in any given situation, the worst is that life will stop. Once you accept that, then you can start living. A life afraid of death is no life at all. Several studies have concluded that many or most people will experience sleep paralysis at least once in their life. You may not realise, but paralysis while you're asleep is a normal condition. Your body secretes hormones which relax certain muscles and prevent you from acting out your dreams. If the hormone kicks in too fast when you're going to sleep, you may feel paralysed although still conscious. This can also happen in reverse, where the hormone doesn't wear off fast enough as you wake up. You remain paralysed though conscious. The brain awakes from a rapid eye movement state, and the person is fully conscious but unable to move. In this state, paralysis may be accompanied by terrifying hallucinations and an acute sense of danger. Many perceptions associated with sleep paralysis, such as visceral buzzing, loud sounds, an adrenal mental state, presences, and the paralysis itself, also constitute a common phase in the early progression of episodes referred to as out-of-body experiences. These experiences are again a matter of perception. What is real? Are we talking about what we can see, taste, touch? I can do these things in my dreams. Are they real? Are people in my dreams real? Just as one object can give rise to multiple perceptions, an object may also fail to give rise to any perceptions at all. If the object has no grounding in a person's experience, the person may literally not perceive anything. Conversely, if something is lacking in my perception, then I may fill in what I expected to see, creating objects that aren't there. I touch a fire, I feel pain, and I scream. I see you touch a fire and scream. Why? Because you felt pain, surely. However, I haven't seen you feel pain. I have merely filled in the blanks, just assuming you have the same processes as me. You may have felt pleasure, but reacted to it as if it were pain. Is my blue? You're red. We fill our senses to the brim, every second of every day. We can't get it right all the time. This being the case, we just have to work with what we've got. Assume the rest, the best we can. And the later the night gets, worrying and thinking about these problems, the larger they become, until you're not sure if you're dreaming anymore. Dreaming about dreams. The point I've been trying to make in a roundabout way is that there is one eternal truth we all tend to forget. Sleep is important.